Hey, Sophia. I'd like to talk to you about something. Can we discuss your secondary school education? You mentioned wanting to attend the private school in the other city, despite the distance.
Yes, that's right. I really want to go to that school. I know it's far, but it's an amazing school. They have an incredible cheerleading team, and I really want to be a part of it. Plus, their uniform is so cute.
All right, then let's visit the school next week and inquire about enrollment.
No way. Seriously. I get to go to that school. But you said I couldn't go because I'd have to wake up very early. And you didn't want to be responsible for waking me up every morning. I thought you would never change your mind, Mom. What made you reconsider?
Well, about that. If we live close to the school, you won't have to wake up too early. You and I can move to a place within a 10-minute walk from the school. That way, it won't be a problem anymore. I won't have to wake you up, and you can go to school on your own. It will be your responsibility to arrive on time.
Huh? Just you and me? I mean, I'd be happy to live close to the school, but what about Dad? Isn't he coming with us?
Your dad and I are considering getting a divorce. We think it would be best to get divorced by the time you graduate from grammar school. After you graduate, we can move to an area near your high school. Just you and me. What do you think? Do you think it's a good idea?
Wait. Why are you getting divorced? What's the reason behind it?
Well, it's just that, your dad and I had a major argument. A fight that was so significant that we can't stay together anymore. We've had several fights before, but this one went too far. So divorce seemed to be the only solution.
Mom. Could it be that the real reason you're getting divorced is because Dad cheated on you?
Sophia, how did you find out? Did you know that your dad was cheating?
Yes, I saw him holding hands with a young woman not long ago. I don't think Dad saw me, though. I spotted them from a distance when I was coming back from school.
Is that so? I'm sorry you had to witness something like that. It must have been shocking to see him with someone else out of nowhere. But now that you know the truth, it makes it easier for us to talk. Your dad betrayed us by being with that other woman. It seems like you and I don't matter to him as much anymore. That's why I thought it would be a good idea for us to move to a different city, just the two of us.
I'm not going with you. I'd rather stay here with Dad. So if you still want to move to a different city, you can go ahead and do that on your own. But I'm not coming along. Don't involve me in your mess.
Sophia, why are you saying that? Are you saying that you prefer to stay with Dad even though he betrayed us?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Cheating isn't that uncommon. I see celebrities cheating on each other all the time. It's not a big deal. Dad might be cheating on you, but he's still a good father. He earns a good income and buys me everything I need and want.
True, but that's not everything, is it? He hardly spends time with us anymore.
Well, as long as he's making enough money, that's not a problem. Besides, he works hard and earns a lot of money. And that's good enough for me. I don't mind if he doesn't spend a lot of time with me. Dad makes much more money than you, so there's no way I'm choosing to be with you. I'll be much better off with Dad.
Hold on, are you saying that you're choosing which parent to stay with based solely on their income? Is that really what you're saying?
Yeah, I'm still a minor. I need to be supported financially by an adult who can fulfill that role. It's only logical for me to stay with Dad. Am I saying something wrong?
Well, in that case, you should be choosing me, not Dad.
What? Are you kidding?
Sophia, work is different. There's something you should understand.
I don't need to know anything. Because I already know. I know that you earn much less money compared to Dad. I don't want to hear any excuses or lies from you. Just leave us alone and go live your own life. You're essentially a housewife with no money.
A housewife with no money. Is that how you truly see me?
I'm sorry, Mom. But Dad told me everything. He informed me that you two are considering getting a divorce. And when you do, he told me not to go with you because I'll end up living in poverty. I don't want to be poor.
Did he really say that to you? I can't believe it.
Anyway, no matter what you say, I'm going to live with Dad. Not with you. So feel free to move to a different city whenever you want. You don't have to wait until I graduate.
Justin, I have something important to ask you. Did you lie to Sophia just to manipulate her into choosing you after our divorce? How could you betray us by telling her lies? Wasn't one betrayal enough? Must you continue betraying us?
Hey, calm down. What's this about?
Don't act clueless. You know exactly what I'm talking about. You told Sophia that she would end up poor if she chose to live with me. I can't believe you would say such things. You're a liar.
Oh, enough already. Sophia is my daughter too. I'll do whatever it takes to keep her. So what if I stretch the truth? I'm just helping her make the right decision.
Since when do you care about her? You hardly spend any time with her. How do you expect to raise her properly? You were never there for her as a father. You always left the parenting responsibilities to me. All you did was buy her things when she asked.
I told you to stop talking. You're getting on my nerves. Even if you never recognize the love I have for Sophia, I'm still a loving and caring father. Sophia is my daughter, and she always will be. I'll do anything to continue living with her.
Coming from a man who cheated on his wife and neglects his daughter? If you truly cared about Sophia,
You wouldn't have slept around and caused her parents to get divorced. You're just upset that she's choosing me over you. Stop blaming me. If you were such a good mother, she would have chosen you. I guess she finds you annoying. You had a chance to win her back, but she won't listen to you. This is your fault for failing to convince her to be with you.
I suppose you have a point. She has the right to choose whoever she wants to be with. I'll respect her decision, no matter whom she decides to live with. But you took advantage of her vulnerable age by telling her lies.
Anyway, it seems I'll be getting custody of Sophia. Don't forget about child support. It'll be $3,000 per month, all right?
What? I'm not paying $3,000 every month for child support.
Yes, you are. It's not an arbitrary amount. It was calculated based on your monthly income.
So, Justin, that's what you've been after all this time. You don't want Sophia, you want the money. Money is the only reason you're fighting for Sophia's custody.
Well, she's the one who wants to be with me and not you. I don't care what you think of me. But I'm going to take custody, and you'll have to pay. That's the reality. Just accept it.
Unbelievable. You think you can use Sophia like that as a parent? You should be ashamed to call yourself her father.
Calm down. Stop getting so worked up. Yes, I'm after the child support money. But it'll benefit Sophia too. Don't think I'm selfish.
What do you mean by that?
I'm going to marry my current girlfriend, so Sophia will have a new mother. And she's not annoying like you. I'm sure she'll be a much better mom than you, and Sophia will love her too.
What did you just say? I'm not annoying. Sometimes I have to be strict as a parent.
Anyway, if she stays with you, she'll only have one parent. But with me, she'll have both her father and her new mom. It'll be better for her in the end. I think it's better than being raised by a single parent.
That's enough. I'm done with this discussion. Let's finalize the divorce, and I'll leave the house.
Yeah, just leave. You don't even have to wait for the divorce. Get out right now. Just don't forget to pay the child support.
Mom, I heard from Dad that he wants you to leave the house. He told you to get out, is that true?
Yes, he did. That's what he said to me. That's why I've started packing my things and getting ready to leave.
Wow. Mom, you seem surprisingly calm. I thought you would be crying and upset about having to leave.
Sophia, let me ask you one last time. Are you sure you want to stay with Dad? You don't want to come with me?
Stop bothering me, Mom. I've already told you countless times that I'm choosing Dad. Quit asking me that question.
Do you understand that he prioritizes his own needs over the family's? He cheated on me, Sophia. That's not what a decent married adult does. You'll be starting high school soon. You're old enough to understand the difference, right? I just want you to reconsider this important decision before you regret it. Also, remember how your dad was never really there for you during important events.
Yeah, but he always tried to make it up by buying me things. He's not all bad, Mom. Stop making him sound terrible. Besides, what matters to me more is who can provide enough money to keep me happy.
If that's what matters most to you, then you should come with me.
Yeah, right. You work a minimum wage job. You can't afford to keep me happy.
But that's not. Sophia, listen.
Okay, Mom. Spare me your excuses. I don't want to hear any of it. Besides, you should be more worried about yourself, Mom.
Why should I be worried about myself?
Because you should just let Dad be with whoever he wants but stay married to him. Are you sure you'll be financially okay if you divorce him?
Why would I do that? No, I can't accept your dad and his infidelity. How could you even suggest that, Sophia?
Well, I'm just concerned about your financial situation after the divorce. You'll be poor without him. Stop being so stubborn and realize that you need Dad to have a good life. You should be begging him not to get divorced.
Excuse me? Do you realize what you're saying?
Let me ask you one last time. Will you be okay without Dad? You'll end up all alone and poor. It's going to be terrible for you.
Don't worry about me. I'll be fine. I make $200,000 a year.
What? Are you joking?
Thanks for showing so much concern. I was worried you didn't care about me anymore. I'm glad to know you still care. All these years I've raised you haven't been in vain.
Mom, what are you saying? Did you make a typo? Did you mean $20,000 a year, right? There's no way you make $200,000. Dad said you don't even make $20,000 a year. You only make half of that.
Dad said that? Really?
Yeah, he told me you only make $10,000 a year. He said you work a minimum wage job, which is why you earn so little.
Did your dad really say that?
Yeah, but unlike you, Dad makes $100,000 a year, and he only works 4 days a week. That's why he thinks I'll be better off with him.
Okay, the first thing you should know is that someone who can cheat on others is also capable of lying. Don't believe everything your dad says.
So you think he's making all of this up?
Your dad makes $100,000 a year? By working just 4 days a week. That's laughable, Sophia. He doesn't even have a job. It's all a lie.
What? He doesn't have a job? You mean he's unemployed? That's unbelievable.
You've been believing everything your dad tells you. But the truth is, he's not working at all. He quit his job 3 years ago.
No way. Are you serious?
I've been working hard because your dad won't, and I make $200,000 a year. I'm the one who supports you and your dad, and it's not just through cooking. I'm the one earning the money that takes care of everything in this family. Including the things your dad bought for you these past 3 years.
How do I know you're telling the truth? Maybe Dad is telling the truth, and you're lying to win me over.
It's true, Sophia. If you don't believe me, why don't you ask your dad?
But he already told me the truth, and you're lying. I'm 100% sure. There's no way he quit his job 3 years ago. Dad has been gone every day, from early morning until late at night. He dresses in formal clothes whenever he leaves the house.
That's just a disguise, so nobody thinks he's an unemployed bum. But the truth is, he's been going to Grandma Jane's house every day.
Why would he go there every day? What's the reason for visiting Grandma Jane daily?
He was going to Grandma Jane's to take care of her. You've been so busy with school activities and friends that you haven't visited Grandma Jane in a long time. But I guess Dad hasn't told you that Grandma Jane's health has been deteriorating. Her Alzheimer's is getting worse, and she can't take care of herself anymore.
What? I didn't know that. Why didn't Dad tell me? So Dad isn't just being lazy and doing nothing all day. He's actually taking care of Grandma Jane.
He didn't tell you because he didn't want you to know he's unemployed.
But it's good that he's taking care of Grandma. He shouldn't be ashamed of that. It's not an easy task. I'm proud of him.
That's what I initially thought of him too.
What do you mean? Aren't you proud of him?
I was proud of him for the first year. He was genuinely taking care of her all by himself. But then he put her into a nursing home 2 years ago and kept lying to me. Saying he was still taking care of her. In reality, he hasn't done anything for the past couple of years. He lied to me to avoid getting a job again.
So what is he doing now? Does he still go to Grandma Jane's house?
Yes, he goes there and spends the whole day watching YouTube and playing video games. He eats takeout pizza every day. He's living the life of a teenager's dream. And in the end, he got so bored that he started seeing other women.
I can't believe that's what Dad does all day. And he's been using the money you worked hard for to order pizza and go on dates with other women?
Yes, But you still want to be with Dad, right? I'll leave the house to you too, and I'll leave. I hope you have fun living with your dad and your new mom.
Hey, Helen. What on earth? Since when were you aware? And why didn't you inform me about it?
I'm not sure what you're referring to. What is this about?
Stop pretending. You know exactly what I'm referring to. Tell me, when did you discover that my mother is in a nursing home?
I believe it was approximately 6 months ago.
Huh? 6 months? How did you find out?
One of my colleagues suggested that I create an Instagram account. It automatically synced my existing contact information with my Instagram account. And your Instagram profile appeared. It displayed photos of you visiting your mom at the nursing home. The caption mentioned how you miss having her around at home, so you visit her there frequently. It shattered my heart. I thought you were assisting your mom all this time.
I had no idea you had an Instagram account.
I also came across pictures of you with the woman you're involved with. The three of you went out for dinner together. I can't believe you involved Sophia. It's wonderful to have a daughter who understands and accepts your affair.
No, it's not what it seems, Helen. Let me explain.
What is there to explain? Are you going to tell me that you began cheating on me with that woman because you were overwhelmed by taking care of your mother? I don't want to hear any more lies from you, Justin.
That's not what I was going to say. Please, listen to what I have to say, Helen.
You've deceived me so many times that I can't believe anything you say anymore. It would be a mere waste of time to hear you out. I'm taking legal action against you for all your lies. I'll hear your explanations in court instead.
Mom, please don't leave without me. I want to come with you. I've decided to stay by your side, Mom. If I stay with Dad, I'll end up poor. I don't want that. I apologize for misunderstanding you, Mom. So please, take me with you.
Sophia, you sound desperate. What happened? I thought you wanted to stay with Dad.
Dad told me that you hired a lawyer and you're going to take everything. He said he'll be left with nothing.
Yes, I'm going to make him pay for what he did. The divorce settlement will consider how much he took advantage of me. I'm not being petty, but I have no compassion left for him. My lawyers will ensure I receive everything. His parents also helped him hide his affair and kept Grandma Jane's nursing home a secret. So I'm cutting off the monthly money I've been sending. Of course, after the divorce, there's no reason to send it anymore. But they didn't know your father was unemployed.
Because of that, everyone is fighting here. There's screaming and yelling everywhere. My head hurts from all this commotion. And now everyone says they want nothing to do with Dad anymore.
I'm sorry you're going through this.
Dad thought he wouldn't have to pay you much money. He believed he would only have to pay nothing or maybe around $3,000 because he doesn't have a job.
He really thought I would go easy on him, huh? Even if he can't pay now, he'll have to find a way to cover it all. I'm investing a lot of money to sue him. I won't let him win this case.
Not only did he expect to pay you very little, he planned for us to live at Grandpa's house. That way, we wouldn't have to pay rent, and Dad's girlfriend has a well-paying job. So he intended to rely on her financially.
Wow, he was going to remain jobless even after our divorce. He really doesn't want to work, does he?
although his girlfriend didn't know we were all going to live together at Grandpa's place. When she found out that Dad wanted her to support us financially, she got furious and left. Now we can't reach her. She won't answer Dad's calls or messages.
I would be furious too. That man needs to get his priorities straight, or he'll lose everything.
After that, Dad went to Grandpa to ask for a loan. But Grandpa got angry and blamed Dad for losing his monthly allowance. He even said Dad is no longer his son and kicked us out of the house.
I guess nobody expected that lying to me would have these consequences. They all took me for granted, and now they see what's happening to them. I won't let anyone mess with me anymore.
I don't want to be alone with my unemployed dad. He's telling me to drop out of school and get a job as soon as possible.
There's no way he can afford the private school you wanted to attend. I can't believe he's trying to make his daughter work so he doesn't have to. How low can he sink?
He's awful, isn't he? I don't want to stay with him anymore, Mom. Please, let me be with you.
I don't want to take you back, Sophia. After all the mean things you've said to me, I feel like all those years I spent raising you were in vain. I felt abandoned not only by your dad but by my own daughter too.
Don't say that, Mom. I misunderstood you. I'm sorry.
You changed your mind because you finally realized that I have money and your dad doesn't. Even though I tried to tell you that before, you wouldn't believe me until now. Now you have to face the consequences of your decision. I won't help you get out of this. I think I spoiled you too much, and this is how you turned out. You need to learn the hard way to become a responsible adult, unlike your dad.
Fine. If you're not going to take me back, then we have an idea too. We'll make you pay $3,000 every month for child support. Dad told me you'll have to pay that much.
Sure, but your dad and everyone else can't pay me the money they owe. So I'll deduct it from the child support I'm supposed to give your dad. That means you'll have nothing for a while, you know?
Huh? What do you mean? I don't understand.
If your dad, maybe with the help of his girlfriend and your grandpa, can pay all the money the court requested from me at once, then I'll pay the $3,000 per month as requested from your dad. But if that's not possible, I'll deduct it from the $3,000 per month.
Wait, that means we won't receive any child support money ever again.
Yes, and I won't receive the money everyone owes me in this lifetime.
Do you hate me now, Mom? Don't you want to do anything for your daughter?
I'm saying I'll only pay the child support if your dad can pay me the money he owes me. I'm not saying anything wrong, am I?
There's no way Dad can pay you that much money all at once.
Then I suppose I'll deduct it from the child support money. Let your dad know he's lucky he won't have to pay me any money.
No way. You really won't help me?
This is the life you chose. Enjoy living with your dad. I wish you the best, Sophia. Following the finalization of their divorce, it was determined that the amount Justin is obligated to pay Helen will be deducted from the child support. Due to Justin's ongoing unemployment, Sophia had to take up a part-time job while attending her local high school, but eventually decided to discontinue her studies. This led to her displaying rebellious behavior and frequently engaging in problematic situations, often resulting in encounters with law enforcement. Meanwhile, Justin embarked on a search for another girlfriend who possessed a substantial income, with the intention of relying on her financial resources while remaining jobless. However, his refusal to contribute to household responsibilities or seek employment inevitably led to frequent arguments and the eventual demise of the relationship. Eventually, Sophia grew weary of her father's attempts to exploit her as well and made the decision to evict him from their home. As a consequence, Justin found himself homeless and compelled to sleep on the streets, even during inclement weather conditions.